Field tunnels just a short time ago, and of course the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter Bradley Pinion on to get us started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the...
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly have.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one, rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Goff now looks to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Swift.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 50, it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The give is to Jones. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Caught on the slant. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it complete to Harris. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. To the air again. Goff. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Off-play action. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Gone. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Howard complete. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Goff now to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching a drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Goff. His throw incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, he bowls over him.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.